Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. And come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. Led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
On first down, Herbert. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New Orleans. That's good for another Saints. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Right back to him on first down. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Pistol here for Herbert. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown Saints. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That's complete. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. On 1st and 10, here's Burt. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
It is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That is caught at the 3. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing now is Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
This will be a 63-yard. Result is a first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw yet again. And he's in for the score. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. The tight end going in motion to the left. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's caught! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
That finds Nacua downfield, complete. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Herbert now on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Herbert now on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Saints extend their lead to 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. And he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. A pickup there of 28 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. He'll drop to throw. Going for it all. He's got it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They'll look to throw. Over the top. He's got it. Touchdown.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. A simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Saints offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now it's Herbert. Caught by Nacua on the out route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. Saints move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now, Watkins on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now he's got a man open deep downfield. And he will go all the way for the touchdown. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The extra point is good. And the visitors move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The drive will start on the ground. And he finds his space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. So, 3 quarters now. Second down and 3. Pistol here for Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They bring the tight end in motion. On 1st down, Herbert. That's hauled in on the left by Nacua. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. He'll try to get this one on the ground. Running with authority. Pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to get, and this one is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open, and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat-out dominant.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Heading outside, going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot. They're going to mark him short, and it is going to be 4th down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. This is 1st and 10. Now Herbert going up top. That is brought in. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That is brought in at the 10. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Motion man is the tight end going right. Herbert now on 3rd and goal. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. What a huge play. 4th and goal. Here we go. One final play. This caught. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for our visitors. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here.